Hi, this is Laura Croft with Timeless Estate Planning. And as your neighborhood lawyer and also a mother of 4 children myself, I want to share with you the top 3 things that you should be thinking about and putting in place to make sure that your children are always cared for by the people that you choose in the way that you want. And also that your assets flow to your children in a way that avoids court, conflict, and can go to them in a protected manner. So the first thing is guardianship. It's so important to put in long-term guardianship, and that's not only choosing guardians, but that's also legally documenting it. So it's important that people don't just rely on godparents or a verbal agreement or assume that their parents or siblings will be able to step in. If you haven't legally named guardians, then really you're leaving it up to a judge to choose. And of course, a judge only has what they have in front of them on paper. So they may choose a guardian that would never be the right fit for your children. The second step is to also name short-term guardians. And those are individuals that can step in, whether it's 2 hours or 2 days until your long-term guardians can get there. Our long-term guardians could be traveling, or they could live across the country or even in another country. So we want to make sure that there are temporary guardians in place to step in. So Child Protective Services is never called or has to take your child into some kind of care that's not with someone who you know and trust. The second thing is making sure that your assets go to your children in a way that avoids court, avoids probate, and avoids a pot of California's unclaimed property, and also flows to them in a protected manner. So in the state of California, if you have over $150,000 in assets or real property, your estate will pass through probate unless you have a trust in place. And so it's very important to put that planning in place so we make sure that we avoid probate, our assets go exactly to our children or family in the way that we intend, and also if protecting that the assets, how they go to your children with asset protection is important to you, that's something to consider as well. And the third step is thinking about what you want to consciously pass on to your children someday when you're not here. It's truly your experiences, your values, your priceless story. I think we all think about a letter that we could write to our daughter or our son on their wedding day if we weren't here. But then it's really taking the next steps to write that letter or to make a recording. And I call that legacy planning. And I think that's one of the most important part of estate planning that's often overlooked. If you found this helpful and you want more information on how to move forward, then I have a webinar that names guardians step by step, and it really walks you through the process of how I walk clients doing it. And then it gives you tools to actually go forward and do that. So contact me if that's something you're interested in, and thank you.